Hi, beautiful Scorpio. Welcome to a new era. My name is Emma. Scorpio, it feels like, again, this is all I'm saying is forever ago, but beyond illnesses and time off and Christmas and New Year's and whatnot, I think we're back. I don't know for how long, but for now, and anyway. Let's see what's going on for Scorpio. I know you're the ones that has been waiting the longest because I quit on Libra. So we're going to start with an overall energy here with this brand new energy in 2022. And the first card out is Illusion. Isn't that very fitting? And then we're just going to go deeper and deeper into the message, and you're going to have plenty of time to figure out if this is your reading or not. So then if you want to move into the extension where we go deeper into the message when you have realized, okay, this is my reading. Because if it's not, there's no point for you to come to the extension. Illusion, embrace the truth. Illusion, embrace the truth. Isn't that the truth? So what I'm seeing here, I see someone step away. I understand, like, it's a mirror effect. Like, there's a mirror. So this woman, and it doesn't matter if you're a woman or a man watching this, but this woman in particular, like, she's moving away from something. And obviously, if there's a mirror behind her, or as the reality is portrayed, like, whatever you're doing, whatever you're causing is going to have an effect, right? Whatever you feel on the inside is going to be projected on the outside. Whatever you do is going to have an effect. So there's something you're moving away from, and as you move away from it, is going to be having an effect in your life as you move away from it. It's interesting because I don't see you move towards it. She could just as well be moving towards something. That's not what I'm getting, though. I'm getting she's moving away, like she's stepping away from something, or she's coming into something new, though. But the way that she's coming into something new, it's almost like she's stumbling into something new because she moved away from something else. She wasn't expecting that the thing that she stumbled into because of the moving away, if that makes sense, then later on will have like such a beautiful effect. I think she's more in the moment, or she or he is more in the moment, focused on what she moves away from. And the moving away also has a projection. So we're just going to go deeper into this message to see what this is about for you, Scorpio, at this time. Moving away from the old self, stepping in. Okay, we're going to figure it out. Why is this here for Scorpio, please? Why is this card here? Triumph. Number 7. Well, the cards are speaking loud and clear. Let's see what that was all about. Holy mother of... Wow. There's so much power. There's so much strength. There's so much... So Triumph is the card that comes out first. So this is very much like my... it's right there. It's another card. It's very much moving forward. Okay, it might come to me. There's movement forward. There's success. There's. You probably know what card I'm talking about. There's movement forward. It's success. It's like promised success. One should never promise anything, but this is like promised success. And it's not just like you're going to be promised success. This is the cause and effect. This is the movement that you're doing. You're doing something that's going to lead to major change for the better. And it's like, it's success, it's triumph. It's number 7, so there's very much about the angels being with you. Like the archangels really walking with you and leading you through this. together with this power card, very much Leo, lion, the Leo, the strength, power and strength, number 8. So I have 7 and 8. So it's a beautiful process here. It's more and more, I feel like stepping away from probably some old self here. You're moving away from the old self and coming into, like, stepping more and more into your own power. I think you're starting to see it first, if that makes any sense. You're starting to see it first as like the reaction is outside of you, like as you move away from something and you move towards something different, or like as an effect, it turned out that you then went into something different, and the different is like what you see first. So it's almost like a reversed, I would say, I would say, like, okay, so you will find this difference in yourself. You will find this different perspective, this different, like, you will feel different, and you probably are. I mean, it might not be a lie that you are, because you're moving away from the old self or from the old perspective. But it's almost like the effect is happening on the outside before it happens on the inside, if that makes any sense. It's probably usually the way around, like the other way around. Like you feel powerful first, and you feel the strength and the shift of perspective on the inside, and therefore you start to project that on the outside, and therefore you have the strength and the courage to follow through to sort of change, because you're doing the inner work first, and so you feel the strength coming from within, and it doesn't really matter how it looks on the outside for a little bit. Here it feels like it's the reversed, like it's a very, and I rarely talk about luck because I don't believe in luck. I believe in whatever you're resonating in vibrationally, that is what you're projecting. So there's no such thing as luck. But I would say, I think that you feel lucky. I think that you feel, I ended up in this place, and it's almost like you feel like you can't take any credit for it, although you can, because you've made the shift. But there's something about, okay, so this thing that happens on the outside gives you the strength and courage to continue to sort of become your more powerful self. Does that make any sense? The other way around would be, you have to practice that power. You have to practice that strength. You have to practice that courage and like become it first, so that, you know, even though the outer doesn't even help you or doesn't even show you that, you know, that sucks when it's like the law of attraction, or the law of where's the word today? Like, just whatever you're projecting, you know, you start to see on the outside. And so it's like, and for a moment there's the echo. So even though you've shifted, you might see an old reality around you because the new reality hasn't picked up just yet. This is like it's like you somehow, some way stepped into something that looks like new reality before you have shifted yourself. And so the new reality, it's almost like feeling, okay, so here's might be a somewhat good analogy. I'm struggling here a little bit, as you can sense. So let's say I feel poor, and I look at my bank account and there's millions. And so those millions will really help you. I think like the reverse would be, okay, so the bank account doesn't, and that's usually what I talk about. The bank account might not show all that happy numbers, but it's like, it's a choice. It's up to you to feel happy, even though, or secure or safe or abundant, wealthy, even though the bank account states something different. And this is like the reversed. It's almost like, Scorpio, you don't have to. There's people around you. I'm not saying it's just a bank account. It might not be the bank account. You might go, well, the bank account is not really funny or fun at all to look at. But it might be like people around you are rooting for you, like are pulling you in the right direction, even though you feel like you have to work on it. Like, this makes sense. Like, okay, we have a bank account that shows millions, even though you feel poor. And it's usually the other way around. you have people that see the strength in you, even though you at first glance you don't see it yourself. The outside world is really right now feeling lucky because it feels like you haven't even caught up yourself. Usually it's the other way around. You're feeling strength, you're feeling courageous, and well, it doesn't really show around me, so I have to wait for a little bit because the thing that you're sending out, the echo of that, the reality hasn't caught up with what you're feeling on the inside. This is the reversed. It's like you're gonna catch up to the outside world, and the outside world is looking pretty darn good right now, almost to the point where you might not even see it at first, because that's the thing with the illusion. It's the thing with the illusion, and it's the thing with the projection of something that. Wait, there's something else coming in. Okay, I'm gonna do my very best to explain this now because I don't really know how this fits just yet. So just stay with me. So what do we use as an analogy? What do we use as a? Okay, so from a 3D world perspective, from a 3D human perspective, if I'm looking at a butterfly, or if I'm looking at a flower, or if I'm looking at a tree or something, as an analogy, if I'm looking at a tree, or I want to use butterfly. So I'm looking at this butterfly, and from a 3D perspective, like from a third dimensional perspective, the human mind can only perceive the butterfly as is in that very moment, in that very form. If we move into 4D, if we have a fourth dimensional perspective, you're going to see everything the butterfly was. Like, you're going to see the caterpillar, you're going to see the before the caterpillar, you're going to see the whole thing around the caterpillar before moving into the butterfly. You're going to see the butterfly as is right now. You're going to see every aspect of the butterfly, not just one aspect of it or one perspective of it. And you're going to even see what it has potential to become. And that's wrong. It's not even what it has potential to become, what it has become. So the butterfly, from a third dimensional perspective, is just one perspective. We would probably, a lot of people would look at this butterfly, and there's a lot of people that would agree, it looks like this, it has that color, we know about the process of a caterpillar, but that's because we have, from a third dimensional perspective, observed it. But now it moved into a butterfly, so we know of it. But fourth dimension says, I see it. As I watch it, I see it all. I see the before, because the fourth dimension, there's no timeline. There's no before, present, and after. There's just everything that this butterfly has. It's wrong of me to say has potential to be, because it sounds like something it will be in the future. But it's conducive. Is that the right word in English? It's good for you to know. It's beneficial for you to know what it has potential to be. And if you were only to see it from a fourth dimensional perspective, you would see where it came from, what it is, and what it will become. In the fourth dimension, that all coexists as we speak. Like, it all is there right now. So where does that tie into? We have fertility is another card coming out here. Fertility, like is all, like we have We have the mental aspect, like we have the mind aspect of it. We have the bodily aspect of it, like we're including more and more. We have certain things still in the ethers, in the essence around you, but it's all there. It's all there. It's you becoming something, and there's this promise of you might only see one perspective of this thing, of yourself, of this thing, of the situation, whatever that is for you at this very moment. But if you could have a fourth dimensional, I mean, I guess some humans can, living on planet Earth right now. I can't. I'm not there yet. If you could have a fourth dimensional perspective, you would see everything you were, are, and from a third dimensional perspective will become. In a fourth dimension, you're all of it. And if it's almost like if you can, so that it might tie into so it's almost like the bank account is living fourth dimension, you're living third dimension. The people around you rooting for you are fourth dimension, like seeing already what you can become, seeing the potential in you, seeing the talent, seeing seeing what you will enter into. But we can only use those words as we come from the third dimension, enter into, because it's a perception. It's an illusion. It's an illusion. Embrace the truth. This is fascinating. Excuse me. I will pull one more card here. Excuse me. As we move into the extension and go deeper into this message. Excuse me. Wow. Have you seen also, like, we have 3 black borders? That in itself, like, that's just a conversation with the universe. It's just power and strength in itself. And we have the power card, and we have number 8, which is power, which is strength. It's power. And then we have 2 purple borders. One is a wheel, and the other one is a star. Something is moving so much forward for you. Something, you're stepping out of something gooey. And it's not in the best sense. It's like you're moving away from something that's a little bit yucky or heavy, and the wheel is picking up pace, is picking up speed. We have a number 10 there, which speaks about completion. You completed the task at hand, and it's almost like the entire world around you is complete, and the world is moving, and you better move with it. It's not a threat, but it's like it's a positive thing. Like the world will even show you before you shows the world, like how much of a beautiful situation you will step into. With the star, like the star card for me represents hope. It represents healing. It represents wish fulfillment. The star usually represents Aquarius, which is very much about innovation, walking a path where nobody else has ever walked before, being very like blazing a new trail type of stuff. Well, wishing upon that star. You see that beautiful, beautiful star in the sky. That star could be the sun. It can be the moon. It can be a star. It can be. It feels like. I started the channel My True North. So it's like whatever is your true north, like you're following the inner wisdom right now. And there's a lot of healing taking place because you do so. And like I said, wish fulfillment is there. There's a lot about your true potential. your true potential and what you will become. / in the fourth dimension, you're already there. I don't know how this sounds, but I might have explained it, the third and the fourth dimension today in a way that that I even understood it myself. Like how to look at the fourth versus the third dimension. I don't know if that sounds arrogant. That's more naive on my part. Like I just feel a little bit naive that like, okay, so now I'm put in this situation. And so maybe that's a message for you. So I'm put in this situation where I'm describing something to someone else. And as I'm describing it, it's almost like I hear it because it sort of removes myself from it. It's not like I'm trying to figure this out, or I am the question, or I need the answer. But it's as you detach yourself from something, or you hear something explained around someone else, it's almost like you hear it clearer because you're not attached to either the question or the outcome. And so it's almost like if I even understood that clearer myself today. Okay, I'm gonna move into the extension and see what else I can find there for you, going deeper into this message. If this intrigues you, if you find this fascinating, if you feel like, yeah, there's something here for me, you're so welcome to the extended. I will start to upload the extension to both Vimeo and to the Buy Me Coffee place. You probably heard me talk about the Buy Me Coffee, which is donation based. I highly recommend you check it out. It has so many advantages. But I still have a partnership with Vimeo until I think it's July or August or something of this year. And so whatever your preference, and I will lower the price on Vimeo. So check out whatever you want to, which way you want to go. If you want to go Vimeo or if you want to go Buy Me Coffee for right now. In August, the Vimeo is going to be gone. I'm not going to use it anymore, I don't think. Okay, so check that out if you want to. Otherwise, thank you so much for watching, Scorpio. Oh, I have another thing. Check it out in the description box if you want. Breathe yourself into alignment through all the chakras. We just started, and you can jump on board whenever you want. It's a 9-minute meditation guided by me. So if that interests you, check it out. I'm going to move into the extension now and see what the heck third, fourth dimension, illusion, whatever this is. You're welcome there. I see you there. If not, thank you so much.